Hi, my name is Kat, and I was requested to do a kind of coppery, warm eye look, and that is exactly what I did today. So I don't have that much to say besides I hope you like it, and let's get right into it. I threw in a little clip of the makeup so you could see it before you see me with no eye makeup on here. And I'm just going in with a fluffy crease brush. You've seen me use it before if you've seen any other video of me doing my makeup. And I'm using this Essence Blush Up blush in the shade Heat Wave, and I'm using the orange side. I just think this is such a nice product. Such a pretty product, at least. I think it's fairly new. But anyway, I'm just popping that in my crease as my transition shade once again, and I'm putting a little bit of that on my lower lash line as well, just kind of slapping some of that on so everything else will blend seamlessly. Then I'm going in with just a brown shadow. The one I'm using is from MAC Studio, but I just needed any brown shade, kind of a medium warmish brown. Actually, I'd say it's pretty neutral now that I'm seeing it blended out. But as you can see, I'm starting pretty light-handed and kind of working my way into the crease just a little bit for a little bit of definition. But then you see that I start to pack it on the outer corner a little bit more. And then I'm taking a little brush. The first one I used was the e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush, and this tiny one is the e.l.f. Professional Eye Crease Brush. And I'm going in with the Hard Candy Fierce Effects. It's from a little duo, and it's from Lost and Found, and it's the purple one. And after I worked with it, I realized that this is probably meant to be packed onto the lid more than used with a little blending brush like this. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend that you use this product in this way, but I just thought you might be curious about what it was. So you can really use whatever you want to deepen that outer corner like I just did. And then I blended over everything. In this I go from dark to light. So I'm just going over that again. I kind of took it onto the lash line a little bit. That wasn't necessary. I just did it for the fun of it, I guess. I don't know. Didn't really affect the look though. So these are the shadows I'm going in with next. And I'm starting out with the top one there, which is the NYX Prismatic Shadow in the shade Fireball. And I'm just taking a nice flat brush and putting some of that right next to where I have the dark shadows, and I kind of bring it in a little bit. So you can see that I'm just really packing that on. And then I go in with another shade of the same like eyeshadow line. It's the NYX Prismatic Shadow in the shade Liquid Gold, and I'm putting that right next to the Fireball, but then I kind of blend over the edge to make sure it's completely seamless. And the Liquid Gold is a pretty orangey gold, so it fits right in with the coppery Fireball. So I'm going back in with Fireball because I want it to be blended, but I still want you to see that there's copper and gold in the eye look. Okay, so I'm just blending over that. You see that I'll do a step and then blend and then do a step. It just makes sure that everything's 100% blended. And so I go in with this teeny tiny brush and the Essence Metal Glam shadow in the shade hello Goldie with an exclamation mark. But you see in a second, I end up going in with a bigger brush anyway. The same flat brush actually. And then after I do my inner corner with that hello Goldie, I use the same brush to kind of run along the lower lash line because it still has remnants of the two other shadows that I used. So it just gets like a basis of color on the lower lash line before I do anything else. So I'm going in with the liquid gold again and the same small brush that I used for the inner corner initially, just to trace along my lower lash line with that gold. I feel like using light colors on the lower lash line can be really brightening to your eyes, which to me is always good. So I'm going back in with the orange blush just to blend everything else out one more time. So then the last thing I do with the eyeshadow is dip my finger into that liquid gold shade and just pop it on my lid one more time. And now I'm doing my liner. I used this Jet Cosmetics black eyeliner gel. And you see, I'm trying to use a flat eyeliner brush, and I am really, really struggling here. Like, I make 2 or 3 mistakes, and then I realized I should probably switch the brush I'm using, which I do soon. But probably should have done it before I started the wing, because I was really struggling here. You can tell. I'm sure you can tell. So there, I finally got a new brush, and it helped me immensely. It's just a little angled brush, which is my favorite brush to use on my brows and my liner. Fun fact, I like angled brushes. Okay, so I just take a little bit of black and put it on my lower lash line on the very outer corner, just to have a little bit of definition there, and then I smudge some of the Fireball down there. And now I'm topping off my gel liner with a black eyeshadow, and then I'm done, and I put lashes off camera, and that's it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it. You made it through. I hope you learned something or got some sort of inspiration or something. So yeah, I thought this would just be kind of a short and sweet video, so I'm going to leave it at that. There will be stuff in the description, and brow tutorial coming soon.
Okay, so, this is the outro, Catherine. This is the outro. Hope you like it. I'm just gonna... Why do I do things like that? That's not attractive.